We are growing and nurturing, and we need to go out and bring massive armies together to make this vision come true. To bring it home today, so excited to welcome to the stage two amazing leaders and to talk about their own visions. Let's stand on our feet and give it up for Brent Palmer and James Zheng.
And I know you're ready to go try some amazing products, but James, I was thinking, we did not script anything.
Nothing.
So you know, nothing. But I got a question for everybody as we kick it off. As I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the sphere, we've heard Darren talk about a vision, right, of that. I can only imagine Mark seeing that video and going, oh, now we're going to turn this into something marketing-wise. But then I thought as I sit back, James, like, did you get any of Bitcoin back when it was like 5 cents per coin?
I heard about it from my frat bro. I thought that was crazy at 1 cent. And I said, heck no.
Yeah, I thought people were crazy too. Check that out today, right? So I say that because, you know, sometimes you sit around something and you really don't know what it's going to turn into. I think about breast cancer awareness today. When we go, what color?
Pink.
Who? Who created? This is a big company. And you think about powering health and prosperity to the world. You think about the Sphere in Las Vegas with 20,000 people inspired to change the world. James, that's what I see.
Anyone else get chills when you thought about the Sphere? Yeah. And I know it's not just the AC. I know that's like, we can feel that in our hearts and spirits. But Coach, aren't you just grateful just to be here right now? Like, who here is just grateful to be in this room? As many of you know, Coach and I, we've been partnered. Who here just loves Coach, by the way? But we have been championing up together this group called the Millionaire Mentorship. Who here's involved in that? By raise of hand. Congratulations to you guys. Awesome. Everyone's invited to that, by the way. But we've been thinking and just plotting and imagining where do we go from where we are right now. And I liken where we are in Partner Co. At 3 and a little bit over 3 years old to an awkward toddler that's finding their groove. Many of you have seen our little baby Jaden is back there. He's not 3 years, he's 20 months. But just watching him be awkward, and then all of a sudden he learned something big on this trip, guys. And I don't know if this is good or not, but he learned how to open a door. And we're like, dang, Coach, it's coming. But then we thought about Partner Co. And I'm sure we can agree where we've been like in a toddler phase where there's been so many amazing things, but we've got to that place right now, Coach, where we are taking strides and we're being on the offense, not just the defense. Can we just give a big hand for the corporate team that somehow pulled us all together? And now it's about growing. It's about growing. And I couldn't help but to think, Coach, when Partner Co first got started, and shout out to you, I know Todd Rowland, and all the leaders got together, he pioneered this idea that actually launched into what will become the system of growth that we know and love today. And that first wave of movement, and something else is happening. But how do you feel about what's going on now?
Yeah, it's an evolution, you know, and so I was with the kids before everybody got here a couple of days ago, and we were up on this ridge cow in here in Maui, and I leaned over to my daughter, and I was like, I never want to stop being grateful for all of God's glory and things that are put in front of us that we don't know what it's going to turn into, right? When I got into this industry, James, I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know what it was going to turn into. I couldn't rub 2 nickels together. I had no money. And things started evolving, and it was like I just kept stepping. Left foot, right foot, step. Left foot, right foot, step. Life would get in the way. I've got kids. I've got issues. Some of you might have come here this weekend tough times. When I met Darren Zobrist the first time, it was tough. You want to talk about real talk? It was tough. I knew John, Amy. I trusted them. I didn't know Darren and Krista. And I remember talking about the start of Partner Co. We didn't even have a name, for goodness sakes. We had all these products, and it was like, oh my goodness, we had all these naysayers. It was like, I had buddies in the industry that were like, come over here. There's no way you guys are going to do what you know. And I just wanted to hang on. Like I didn't. I'm like, no. Even, when you get mad when somebody's like, come over here. You're like, we got this. And then I go home and I'm like, we don't have this. Guys, I want to tell you, like, the Sphere in Las Vegas is real to me. Because I remember, James, sitting, you were there, Becky was there, we were sitting there deciding, like, how are we going to launch this thing? And then this thing come up about Catalyst Club. Who in here was a part of the Catalyst Club? Like, we're sitting in a room and we're coming up with these ideas like, if we could do this. How do you launch something? How do we today take Partner Co. to the next level? It's coming together. It's not a product. It's not just this. It's like unify. Everybody coming together for a cause. And that was the first time we were sitting in Utah, and it was like, if we could do this, but then all the leaders, all the people come together for where we're at right now. Remember that, Deb and Ken? And then we will launch. And then we're going to start celebrating people and moving. And that was 3 years ago. And now we sit here in Maui, James. This is what I see, because we're putting together some things. Let you touch on that. Then to me, this is the next movement into the vision of coming together one day at the Sphere in Las Vegas with 20,000 people, and I go, you remember when we were in Maui and we talked about this, then we put a program together and it set our company to that next sector. And I believe that's where we're at today.
100%. Who here's ready to be a part of that? So the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a call put together, and we're putting on some fine details for the next iteration of what might be a Catalyst Club Part 2, but even better. All right? And if you weren't a part of that, you're like, Catalyst what? Here's what we know about this business. We know that whatever systems you run, whatever product you live with, what we are amazing in Partner Co of is getting customers. Will we all agree with that? Customers, no problem. Yeah, which is amazing. But also within ourselves and within the teams, who here wants more people to be motivated and inspired to actually recruit partners that want to build a business with them, right? Yeah. So this idea, this Catalyst Club idea, was able to be an enrollment promo. But on top of it, the genius behind this, Coach, was there was recognition. We've all heard the saying that people run for money, but they'll die for recognition, right? Just to get the trophy this year. All of us too, right? But especially for our newest people. So what if there was a campaign where a newest person could be inspired without you telling them to do so, to actually enroll partners that want to build a business with them because they want the recognition so bad? What if they could be led to going to PXP and being inspired there, but being celebrated and recognized there? Yeah. Who here wants more people at PXP with you as well? And what if this could also be linked to, John Wadsworth talked about Content Academy. Who here wants to become better content creators in your teams and resources? What if this type of promo could also lead them into that, so they're not just celebrated one time, but they unlock ongoing training and development so they can continue to expand as well? Who here likes the sound of something like that? So Coach, something's about to get created, which is going to be crazy. What did you see happen, by the way? You saw history happen in front of your eyes when Catalyst Club happened. It wasn't even as good as what this thing is going to be.
James, it's to me, here's what it is as we end today and bring this together and go outside together. It's a group coming together. It's a group unifying. Like, let's have a real talk. There's some people that might be here this weekend that's having imposter syndrome. Like, man, I don't know if I belong. Man, my team, man, we were on fire 2 years ago. Maybe we're not right now. Well, see, 3 years ago, we weren't on fire. We were just starting. We're a startup company. Like, you're not at the end, you're at the beginning. We're at the beginning together. We're figuring this out, and the figuring out is hard. It's a challenge. But when you have people that come together and they unify around a movement, see, breast cancer awareness became a movement, right? That she started. Every great thing starts with a group of people coming together, setting their ego on the side, saying, I don't have it figured out, but together as a group we can. And to me, that's what I see here in Maui, is a group coming together going, hey, it doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter where you came from. It matters if you're going to the next place with us, and you'll be a part of this movement that is about to take place. And I'll bring it back to Darren Zobrist and John when I met with him in Utah. Before we started, and before the name of Partner Co. came to be, Darren said to me, he said, listen, I'm going to put your mind at ease, because me and John and our families are fine financially. I didn't come out of retirement to create some kind of mediocre company. We're best friends. Me and John and our families, like, we're all best friends. Like, we brought this together to do something special, like to create something, to build it to last. And it will take on multiple movements. And we will find the people that are right to stay with us through those movements over time. And when you ask me why I'm so passionate, it's because when I look at them, they're traveling the most in the company. People go, Brent, how do you travel so much? Well, when you have owners and executives that are out pushing, going, traveling, seeking more growth for us, bringing it all back to the bottom line of the company, making the purse bigger and bigger to be able to go support the company. James, you've got an unstoppable locomotive. And so, as we close today, maybe we circle the crowd and come back up. I want everybody here in the room, because you can come here at times and it's like, I need the motivation. Sometimes you can come in and you are the motivation, okay? But what really me and James see here on stage, and we, again, didn't script any of this, is to circle you and go, the company is going to launch the next movement. Will you be a part of it? Like, if you will, as we circle, let's circle around. Like, stand on your feet. Like, let go of the past. Like, say, I'm ready to go into the future. I'll do it. I'll get excited. I want to create the next movement with this company. One day I'm sitting in a sphere with Darren Zobrist going, we saw it through. We let go of the ego. And we go, we're going to run into the future. That's what it's about. That's what making a movement is about. And that's what we want to see. We're here with you. We're locked arms with you. We are different. Not everybody is going to be a part of this, but for the ones that stick and stay and see this thing through, we will travel the world and we will lead an inspired army together. Together. Close this out.
Okay. All right. Get some workout real quick. Okay, last note is this. I'm getting extra goosebumps here because There's two types of people here. There's the Brent Palmer. I'm out of breath. I don't know. Sometimes you guys give me a lot of energy. No. There's two types of people in this group. There's one that you're here. You're like, I know I belong here. Like I deserved it. I earned it. Like I have that self-image. There's the other group you touched upon. I want to speak to them. That feel that slight imposter syndrome. I won't ask you to raise your hand, but it reminded me of when that first meeting happened, when Partner Code just got put together, and I got a text from John Wadsworth. And I want you all to imagine that John Wadsworth texted you right now and asked you this question. He said, hey guys, we're having this meeting. We're basically creating the next movement. Would you like to come and be a part of it? And can I be really honest with you guys as we close this? At first, I was like, I don't know if we belong. I don't know if we're that type of person. We're not the Brent Palmers. We're not whoever that it is. That's not me. Imposter syndrome hits so big. And then some good friends and partners just nudge. And they just said, if you want a seat at the table, you go be a part of that movement. And I'm so thankful for that nudge. And we want to nudge you today. If you felt like, I like that, but I don't know yet, we want to nudge you to have your seat at this table in the next movement. What we know is that when we do something together as a big leadership, as a big company, magical, miraculous things happen. And you guys have known our story. It's been the craziest God story of our entire lives. Who here's ready for that next God story in your life and your family life? So let's stand once again, guys, and we're going to ask you this question. Are you going to be at the seat of this next movement, Partner Cup?
Yes. Thank you, guys. I'll turn it back to you.